I'm Stacy Weisfeld. I am a transportation analyst and a Metro Board deputy in the Los Angeles Mayor's office. I do a lot of different things, but in general, I help develop and implement the mayor's transportation policy. So he oversees the city's Department of Transportation, and he also is on the board for Metro, which is our county-wide transportation system. So we have a lot of different policy areas that we work on, and he's actually the chair of the Metro board right now, so we're doing work to support him in that role. And so some examples of initiatives I've worked on include a program to provide free bus service to students in LA, adding new bus and bike lanes. During the pandemic, I've worked with the Department of Transportation to help close down some streets and use street parking spots so that restaurants can provide outdoor dining. So there's a lot of different things I do, and my job is never the same day to day, which is what's so exciting about it. I really enjoy problem solving and getting people to work together. So a lot of my job is bringing people together to come up with creative solutions to really challenging problems. And the decisions we make around transportation have implications on so many other policy areas. So it's very important to work with people in other groups in the mayor's office, other departments, other cities even, to make sure what we're doing is successful. So I really enjoy that part of the job. I think the most challenging part for me is being able to prioritize kind of what I'm working on, because there's so many different issues, there's so many problems to solve, and so trying to figure out which one to tackle first. And obviously, I work with my team and the mayor's office, the other folks in the mayor's office to determine priorities. But I think that's something that we all kind of struggle with because there's so many things that we want to do. For my undergraduate degree, I actually majored in international studies and French and minored in geography, and I thought I wanted to work on international issues. But then I actually had an internship at a bike advocacy organization, and I started realizing what a tremendous impact city planning could have on our environmental footprint. So I decided that I wanted to get into city planning, and particularly in transportation, because transportation it accounts for over 20% of our greenhouse gas emissions. And so I knew that I really wanted to help fight climate change and get involved in that. And so I decided to go back to school to get my graduate degree in community planning with a focus on transportation. Technical skills are extremely important, like GIS, engineering. Those are the skills that helped me get my first job as a transportation planner. For a job in a political office though, and really any job, it's important to be able to talk to all different kinds of people and to be able to think strategically. So you can have the best policy idea in the world, but for it to be successful, you have to be able to convince other people that it's the best thing to do. Well, the transportation field is massive. There are so many different jobs that you can do. And so if you want to be in a political office like me, you can be an engineer, you can work in communications, you can help with public outreach around transportation projects. You could be a mechanic or an operator. There are just so many different things. You don't fit into a box in the transportation field, and that's another thing I love about it. And so, but no matter what you decide to do, the sector is really rewarding because you can see the positive impact that you have on people's everyday lives. People take transportation to get to work, to school, to doctor's appointments. And so helping reduce congestion and getting people on other options like bikes or walking, that improves their daily lives. But as I said, it also fights against climate change. So I would really recommend that girls look into the transportation sector and look at all of the different jobs that you can do. And then after that, if you have an idea of what you want to do, look for degrees or technical schools that'll help you get there, and talk to as many people as you know who work in transportation or whatever sector you're interested in, because the more you learn about it, the easier it is to get there.